thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Right. The beasts of the field shall be at peace. You gonna see a lion, or you gonna pop up out of nowhere and run, and a lion, a bear or something gonna pop up out of nowhere, but it ain't gonna touch you. It ain't even gonna look your way, or if it look your way, it might be friendly. And I'm speaking from experience, on numerous occasions when I was in the few years of me being in the truth. Dogs, Edomite dogs, vicious, ran up on me barking and you know, just vicious, mean looking and shit like that, right? But they never touch me. They'll run up and bark and this, that, and the other, and then run right the fuck back off. Just recently that happened. I calmed the dog down. So it ain't gonna touch the prophets, man. Somebody's gonna be in the bush and gonna be around numerous of wolves. You have coyotes in a lot of these cities. You have a lot of them animals migrating into these inner cities. They heard a lot of that stuff in the news. They took it out. When they take things out of the news, don't think that the shit just stopped happening. It's like because they control the media. They control the news. All they've been putting in our face lately is forest fires, tornadoes, the same old shit. Storms, floods, same shit. Over and over. It's like they running a program on everybody. But even though they have been getting worse and worse each year, they stopped talking about the animals running in the cities. They stopped talking about cannibalism. There's a lot of stuff they're keeping out of the media that's still happening. People still getting eaten by animals right now today. That's the judgment for you wicked ass Israelites, the so-called black stars, Native Americans, and that's the judgment for the heathen. You so-called white people who are the Edomites according to the Bible, you so-called Japanese, who are the Ammonites according to the Bible, you so-called Ishmaelites, who are the so-called Arabs. I mean, you Ishmaelites who are so-called Arabs, of the various tribes that Ishmael had. You Hawaiians, which is Japhet, you various African tribes, Hittites, Girgashites, Amorites, Horites. That's the judgment for y'all. America's the big melting pot. So all of y'all here, and those whom the Lord wants to receive that judgment, gonna receive that judgment, man. Faggot, like that fag. Look like a Latino, so-called Mexican, Issacharite. They don't want to hear the word of the Lord. They're gonna hear from the lion that's ripped their fucking legs off, because the first person they're gonna remember is you, and they're gonna think, damn, like, why didn't I stop? It says, yeah. 23 again. Job 5:23. And thou shalt know, Slakia, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Psalms chapter 91. verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The secret place of the Lord, this is twofold. One is the scriptures. Two is the so-called UFO, the chariot. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. That's the UFO. That's the fact that you're going to be delivered by the so-called UFO. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. That's the nuclear missile. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. That's the diseases. So you won't be afraid of these things. You're going to be protected from these things for doing the will of the Lord, man. Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday, the nuclear missiles. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. You're going to see a lot of death. Thousands upon thousands of people to die. But it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And that's going to be in the so-called UFO, in the chariot. You're going to see your enemy being burned up. Verse 9, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. See, you trusted in Yahweh Shemel Shai. You went and did the work. You did the studying. You taught the scriptures. Hey, what's going on, cuz? What's going on, bro? All right. Yeah, you did all the studying, man. You did all the reading.